Okay, so I like to go down to the Las Vegas Strip about once a week. And I was down there last night and I was over at, well, I went to multiple places, but I was at Caesar's Palace. I was at the front of the resort, the part that like overlooks Las Vegas Boulevard. And I wanted to sit down, and right now because of COVID, there's not a lot of seating in the lobby or like anywhere. Like even the Bellagio in their the lobby. They've removed the sofas and stuff where previously you could sit down and relax, and now those are not there. And the same thing has happened in a lot of the resorts. And so there's not a lot of places to sit down. And I was outside and I'm like, okay, well, there was this planter with a ledge. I'm like, I can sit down here. But I went and I sat down for like 2 seconds and I realized, oh, there's a roach near me. I'm going to stand up and not sit here because I don't want a roach to crawl on me. Then I was like, well, maybe I can sit someplace else further away from the roach. And there was another one. And I was even at a different planter to sit down because I just wanted to relax. And there was a roach there. I'm like, gosh dang it, this city has like 1,000,000,001 roaches. And I'm not saying that Caesar's Palace is dirty or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I actually think it's one of our nicest resorts in the city. It's one of my favorites, if not the. What is my favorite resort? Let me think about that. I think it is Caesar's Palace, actually. It's so big and expansive, and their theming is incomparable. Like, no one beats them on theming. I do like the Mirage, and I would love to do a video about like why the Mirage is so important to this city. But I don't want to do that here. Anyway, so I was at Caesar's Palace outside, roaches all over the place, not their fault. And so I ended up just like leaning on, and if you guys think that this story is going anywhere, it's not. I'm just telling you about my night last night. So I was leaning up against, I found a wall, it's not a railing, a banister made out of cement to lean on. That's how I rested. And there's different types of roaches. Did you guys know that? Like here, like the common one are the smaller, skinnier ones. The ones that you'd see on like, you know the movie Wall-E, his pet roach? They look kind of like that, very sleek looking. But I saw this other roach last night that was bigger and it moved slower and the antennas were like more intense. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like that's what I call a cockroach. Okay, the other ones are just roaches. Those are just smaller ones. That is a cockroach. That is a big one and scarier. Not that I really think they're gonna hurt me, but I don't know what germs that thing's got on it. Like, I don't know. I just know that they're dirty and germy, and I don't want to get a cockroach disease, whatever that would be. And then I was like, well, I already sat down. What if one got on me in those 2 seconds that I was sitting down? And now I have a roach on me, and what if I say hi to some cute guy and we start talking and then the roach makes an appearance on my shoulder and I didn't know about it until he screams? Like, this is the stuff that goes through my mind. Am I recording? That would have sucked if I'm like doing this whole video and I didn't hit record. I've done that before. It's annoying. Because then you're like, I don't have the energy to do another video. I'm going to go sit on the couch and nap. I'm assuming they're homeless. 2 homeless guys. One was a younger guy. He's kind of cute, and I've seen him before, and I kind of want to introduce myself, but I don't know if that could turn out badly for me somehow. Maybe I should just chance it and see what happens. So where I was raised. It was kind of like a patio that overlooks Las Vegas Boulevard, and then the sidewalk is down further, and there's a fountain, a water feature in between, like further down and in between me and him. So he was sleeping on the edge, what is it called? It's not a railing because it's too thick to be a railing. The edge of the fountain. He was sleeping there. And then there was this other homeless guy, an older guy who, it's not funny, gets up and gets into the fountain, walks around. I think he was getting the spare change that people throw into the fountains. So he was doing that, and there was also a car accident at the intersection of Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard. I didn't see the accident happen. I just saw the ambulance there, and they got that thing cleaned up like really quickly. I was playing on my phone, and then I looked up and realized that it was all gone. I'm like, oh, wow, okay, well, good on them for being quick about things. I was painting outside a few minutes ago, and holy heck, like, it's definitely 100 and something right now. My feet were baking because, like, the sun, my upper body, I think, was blocked from the sun, but my feet were not, and it felt like an oven out there to begin with, but then my feet were getting broiled by the sun, so I couldn't stay out there very long trying to finish a painting. I'll tell you what, you guys, I have been slacking on my art, making videos. I honestly want to be better about this. I'm just not self-disciplined enough. I wish there was, like, a mantra or a pill that I could give myself that would, like, tweak my brain and make me want to make videos every day and to paint every day. But honestly, after I do a full day's work, go to the gym and come home and have dinner, I kind of just want to veg. Is that bad? Does that make me lazy? I don't think I'm lazy because, oh, it just hurt me. I don't think that makes me lazy because I just done a full day's work and worked out, which, by the way, my thighs were rubbing against each other yesterday while I was walking around. I walked around a lot yesterday. My thighs have started rubbing together, and I'm like, okay, so I'm fat now, I guess, because that's happening, or because I've been doing legs, like maybe the muscles have gotten big enough to where they are rubbing. I'm waddling now because I don't want my thighs to rub against each other. It physically doesn't feel good. I mean, I've been doing legs regularly, but I didn't realize that I was hitting them hard enough to make them grow bigger. Maybe I have been. I don't know. Well, obviously I thought they'd get bigger. I just didn't think they'd get this bigger this fast. Whatever. I don't know if it made any sense.